children, welcome to the class. Today we will start a new chapter, our soil. So in this chapter we will discuss what is soil, the formation of soil, the importance of soil and about the different kinds of soil. So children, first of all let's talk about what is soil. The uppermost layer of the earth crust is called soil and it is formed by breaking up of rocks. The importance of soil lies in its fertility, and the fertility of the soil varies from place to place. India has different kinds of soil. Alluvial soil, it is found in the northern plains and the coastal plains and river deltas. Then black soil, it is found in Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat. Then red soil found in the southern and eastern part of Indian peninsula. Laterite soil found in the western Ghats, Chota Nagpur plateau and some parts of northeastern states. Then mountain soil found in the mountain region of Himalayas where the cover is thin and soil is very coarse. Then desert soil is found in Thar desert of Rajasthan. So about these different kinds of soil we will discuss in detail. The uppermost layer of the earth surface is called the soil, as we have already discussed. The soil is formed by breaking up of rocks. Rocks on the earth are broken down into smaller particles due to the action of natural forces. These smaller particles are carried away by running water and wind to different places. The formation of soil is a very slow process. The remains of dead plants and animals mix with the soil to make it fertile. Let's talk about alluvial soil. It is made up of fine silt deposited by rivers. This soil is very fertile and is found in the northern and coastal plains and river deltas, as I have shown you in the map. It is ideal for growing rice, wheat, pulses, sugarcane and vegetables. This is the most fertile alluvial soil. This soil contributes significantly to the development of agriculture. Next is black soil. It is also called the lava soil and made up of lava of volcanic rocks. This soil is clayey and retains water for a long period. It is found in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh. This soil is suitable for cotton, sugarcane, wheat, millets, etc. Look here, this black soil, most suited for growing cotton crops. Next, the red soil. It is less fertile. It is reddish in color due to the presence of iron in the rocks. After adding fertilizers, soil is suitable for growing groundnuts, jawar, bajra, tea, coffee. Red soil is derived from igneous rocks in the hot and relatively dry parts of southern and eastern parts of Indian peninsula. Look here, the red soil. It develops reddish color due to the presence of iron. Next is laterite soil. It is not fertile as all its nutrients are lost due to leaching. Leaching is the removal of minerals from the soil due to running water. It is found in the hot and rainy climates of Western Ghats, Chota Nagpur plateau and some parts of the northeastern states. It is good for growing millets and groundnuts. Laterite soils are made suitable for cultivation by adding large quantities of manures and fertilizers. The soil is useful for growing tea, coffee, rubber and cashew nut. In the mountains, the soil is very coarse. It contains gravel and pieces of stones. It is mostly brown, red and yellow colored. It is rich in humus. It is found in Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Sikkim. The soil is good for orchards where fruit trees are grown. The mountain soil is suitable for the growth of tropical fruits. Next is the desert soil. It is found in arid regions like Rajasthan and parts of Punjab and Gujarat. The arid land is that it doesn't have enough water to support the growth of plants. So the desert is an example of the arid land. The soil here is sandy and not fertile. It is good for growing crops like wheat, gram, dates, etc. The desert soil contains large quantity of sand but lacks in humus content. Most of the desert soil is infertile.